Hi, I'm Mike from 1A Auto. We've been selling auto parts for over 30 years.
So to take the front bumper off, you don't have to have the car in the air, but it does make it easier for us to show you what we're doing. You're gonna remove this 10mm bolt here. There's one here. Follow them right across the front. One here, here, another one here, and this one over here. Use a 10mm socket. They do have a spot in them for a Phillips head screwdriver, but the socket makes it a little bit easier. To remove these lower splash shields, I'm going to remove the other 10mm bolts. One over here. I'm going to remove these bolts here. Somebody probably replaced these with aftermarket ones. They're most likely going to be 10mm like the other ones, but on this car, they're 1/4 inch. To drain the coolant into an appropriate container. Open up the drain that's here. Once that's open, you can actually open the radiator cap. It should come out a lot faster. Next up, we want to remove this intake tube. 10mm bolts that are holding it to the upper radiator support. Now we'll just lift out like that. I'm going to put our bolts back in there so I know where they go at the end. Coolant temp sensor is located here, the back of the head. This electrical connector is threaded into the head. So to remove it, to disconnect the electrical connector, sometimes if you push these in first, it helps take some of the tension off the lock. And this one's on the bottom. Push it in and then slide it off. I'm gonna use a 19mm wrench to remove it. Reinstall the coolant temp sensor. Threading it in my hand to make sure you don't cross thread it. It's going into aluminum. Just going to snug it up with the 19mm wrench. Reinstall the connector. There's this little hose back here, it's kind of in the way. Like a little ball stud, a little breather hose. I'm just gonna pop it off for a second. Install the connector until it snaps on. And pop this little hose back into its little ball socket. Temp sensor is replaced. Reinstall the air intake tube. Just slides over the air box. Lines back up on the radiator support. Install and tighten the 10mm bolts. Reinstall the splash shield. Slide up into the bumper. Install the other half. This piece went up into here. Just reinstall whatever hardware that's original to the vehicle that you took out here. Fill and bleed the cooling system. We have a special funnel set up to help us do that. You could do this with a regular funnel. This makes it a little bit easier. It's also easier for you to see it. Fill it with coolant. Let the air bubble out. You can top the radiator off with the correct coolant. Then we'll turn the heat on, start the car, let it idle to come up to temperature, and bleed out any air out of the cooling system. Now that it's bled, we can take the funnel off. Carefully remove our adapter here. Place our radiator cap. Dispose of the extra coolant properly.
Thanks for watching. Visit us at oneauto.com for quality auto parts, fast and free shipping, and the best customer service in the industry.